Hey, Living Stones Church, Pastor Kirk here with a weekly update. Just going to be a brief one this week. Wanted to update you on a couple things happening so you can pray over the next week and a half. So this Sunday, on the 29th of June, we will have a mission team from Shelton, Washington, that will occupy our fireside room for the next week and a half. They're going to be here. The first week, they will be having kind of a camp and getting used to each other as a team and doing some training in the evenings for evangelism. Now, we've invited our youth. If your youth are in the church, then please have them come on the nights that are on our Church Center app and come and do that evangelism training. And then in addition, on July 4th, they're going to go out and do evangelism. And so it'll be great opportunity for the youth to do that as well. And then on July 5th, they're having a youth night at the church for all the youth. And we have a couple churches joining in for that. And then that team will be with us on Sunday, July 6th. And then the following week, July 7th, 8th, and 9th, they will be doing some projects around the church building in the mornings. And then in the afternoon, evening, we'll be doing the Made for This camp. And so I'll clarify that a little bit as well, what that is. But please be praying for this mission team. It's a bunch of high schoolers. I think about 22 high schoolers will be with us, 8 leaders. And so our church will have a lot of activity, a lot of people in the kitchen and in the fireside room and around the building for the next week and a half. And like I said, one of the things they're going to help us with is the Made for This camp. That's over at Valley View Elementary School, right down the road from our church building. And what that is, I'll just explain that a little bit. If you're new to Living Stones Church, it's a 2-hour-a-night sport and art camp for kids from kindergarten up to 6th grade. And the idea is really an opportunity for kids to do some sports, do some art, and really for families in our church to get to know some people in the neighborhood. It's a missional event. In other words, there will be a brief talk each night that talks about how you're made by a loving God or you're designed by God with gifts to use in this world. But it's not going to be an in-your-face VBS. It's more of a get to know you with kids in the neighborhood and their families as they come to sign up. We've had about 20 kids sign up already. And so I would encourage you, if you have kids from kindergarten to 6th grade, sign them up. It's 3 nights, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Have your kids come out and then come out to the registration table and to the pickup line and maybe get to know some of the parents from around the community that will have their kids there. That's really the idea of that camp. It's not so much a straight-up, in-your-face evangelism. It's more of a missional event where we can engage with parents and families in the community. And so that's July 7th through the 9th. The mission team will be staffing that, but we do need help. We need people to serve at that event. So this Sunday, June 29th, I'll actually be doing a lunch right after our service, meeting to explain to people how they can serve and the plan for the camp. So if you can, we'll have some Costco sandwiches. If you want to come in the fireside room this Sunday after church, I'll be there and we'll explain a little more about the camp, how it works, how you can be involved in serving, etc. And so that's the Made for This camp. That's the youth mission team coming. And other than that, this week I just wanted to mention again that we are together as one new church, but as we said from the beginning, this is a soft launch, and over the summer, we are truly trying different things. We are figuring out how do we do our worship service and dial it in as far as how we want the liturgy to go. Also, how simple things like slides and lights, we're working on all of that. We have teams of people that are engaging in those conversations and how to do that better and get that down. And then in addition to that, things like communion. We're trying some different things, and we really appreciate your feedback in this next month or two. If you would give us feedback about things, we want to listen. We want to, as an elder team, process those things and then come up with where God is guiding and leading us out of our convictions. And so if you could please give feedback on how we're doing various things, it will help our church overall to move forward to that public launch date of September 7th. And so that's really all I have for this week, other than I'm going to share a Bible verse with you because I think it's so powerful. I read it this morning. It's in Psalm chapter 130. And I met with a brother from the church today for coffee, and the same concept got brought up, and I thought I'd share it with you. Psalm chapter 130, verses 3 and 4, it says this: "If you, O Lord, should mark iniquities, O Lord, who could stand? But with you there is forgiveness, that you may be feared." And just that beautiful recognition and reminder of the gospel, that it's a God who could have marked all of our sin against us, but and none of us would stand. But he gives forgiveness, and that makes us want to honor him, fear him, love him more. And I just want you to be reminded, if nothing else today, that you're forgiven in Christ. Your sin is no more because of Christ. And man, what a great God we serve. So mainly this was an update video. I just wanted to drop that one little devotional thought because it's so powerful. And so I hope and pray you're having a good week and you have a good weekend, and we'll see you on Sunday.